It's expected to be an explosive stage today through North Yorkshire. Connor Swift finished 7 minutes down in the general classification after stage 3. This means that the other teams will no longer see him as a threat to this jersey, meaning he has a better chance of slipping away in a break today.
So it's hard to predict, but potentially, if a group goes up the road that aren't a threat to GC, then they might be allowed to, play for the stage. I'm hoping to, be sort of one of those guys that, gets sort of let off the road and, no threat to the GC. I think the legs will tell today, and who knows.
At every stage start, all race vehicles must pass the PPO, the mandatory passing point. The crew and riders are all in good spirits. A live band always helps too. Maybe stick to your day job. The open nature of the team area along the esplanade gives fans and locals a chance to meet the riders in person.
Oh really? Yeah, that's where I'm from, Doncaster, yeah.
Meanwhile, the crew are hard at work preparing the bike. Hold on, that's not a bike. There we go. The crew are preparing bikes and race nutrition, whilst also discussing feed points. Mechanic Connor is confused by a wheel.
Bottle in the thingy.
Josh Charlton's family, including mum Nicola, are helping with bottle feeds today.
Mike and our eldest son, they do everything, so I stand in front, blow the whistle and say Mike's up ahead, so that all the lads know that there's somebody there to bottle pass for them. So yeah, too much stress that for me. But then Josh is used to riding in that sort of weather. We get that up here in the northeast all the time. So, but I think yesterday was particularly brutal. I've never seen any rain like it up here for a long, long time. It was amazing, absolutely amazing. We've got like a local Facebook page, and when I knew we'd been selected, I put it on. They had no idea sort of thing, but all the kids were out, the school were out, but the sign disintegrated. So they've asked Josh if he'll come in and see them into the school. The kids were absolutely screaming, parents were shouting, "Go on, Joshy! Go on, Joshy!" Yeah, the support was exceptional, absolutely amazing.
Musettes, you'll have. Do you want me to show you?
Yeah, go on.
Ethan offers to demonstrate his expert musette handling.
Essentially, musettes, you'll have 6 riders minimum for a race. You line them all up on your arm, and then you'll have one coming in. Once one's gone, you pick another one, and then so on and so forth, and you get them all out. Nice and easy, usually on a climb, so they're nice and slow.
Today, it's Connor's job to reach the first feed point as soon as possible.
The feed that we're doing is relatively early, and it just means that we can zip in front of the race and try and get there before the other team's trying to think the same as us, so we want a good parking space as well, so it's almost like a race within a race. We're just going off the race route, or just in case we do duck onto the race route, we want to be ahead of them, just so that we don't hold up anything or have to stop and completely blow past and miss the feed zone.
The stage passes through the vibrant seaside town of Whitby. Connor's feed point is just outside the town to the south. Meanwhile, the race is well underway. The GB riders have already made several attempts to break away, but to no avail.
What should I do? Just take the boys on the front?
Position.
Yeah, just keep them well positioned, Bob. Yeah. Just keep well. Any more?
I say what?
Further up the road, Mechanic Connor has found the ideal spot to hand out bottles. What's on the menu, Connor?
Bottle and Joe. We should be alright. I'm probably going to drop all of them.
The convoy arrives. Once the peloton reach Connor, there's no room for error. Connor Swift is part of a small break that have a handful of seconds on the peloton. Jake swerves the bottle. Sam's not interested. Bob just about reaches Connor. Josh Giddings passes. Josh Charlton accepts a bottle. 3 out of 6. The team car takes note. 20 seconds of organised chaos. There's no time to admire the scenery, however, and Connor's back on the road as soon as the convoy's passed. On the climb out of Whitby, Ineos Grenadiers start to up the tempo, which strings the peloton out. The peloton continues to set a blistering pace, which causes a number of riders to lose contact with the main group. That's not to say they're on their own, though. As the drop riders approach Beefeater Corner at 25 kilometers to go, Bob finds an astonishing second wind to propel himself up the climb. The power of the bike. There's an equally jovial atmosphere at the finish line in Duncan Park too. The excitement is palpable. A small group of riders has pulled away from the peloton, with only a handful of kilometres between them and the finish. Jake puts in a big shift to help keep the break within touching distance so that Sam can have a shot at the stage win. The crowd know the race is close.
Serrano dashing through, Pitcock, Serrano, oh! It looks like there's Serrano who is taking it on the line. But we are going to find out, is there going to be less than 18 seconds until the red jersey gets here? Oh!
6th for Sam on the line after a fast day of racing. So fast, in fact, that the majority of the riders arrived several minutes down on the leaders.
The problem was it was all downhill to the finish, probably the strongest four at the end of that race, but yeah, it's very hard to bring them back in the final.
Yeah, I think today was kind of the day to make the race, and I haven't seen GC yet, but I think there should be some bigger gaps now in GC, so the rest of the days are kind of similar to the first couple of days.
There's a moment, well, I'll say hesitation. You're going full gas, and it's a DSM rider kind of was losing the wheel in front of me, and that's when I should have gone, but. Yeah, I chose not to, and I guess that kind of cost us the race in the end. Every stage for us is good, There's no mountains, so every stage is good. I guess we just keep fighting to try and win a stage.
Coaches John and Matt make sure to check in with the riders post-race.
Were you with Josh?
Yeah, Josh just caught onto our group, and then we just had a big group rolling. So.
You alright there?
Yeah. That's what it is. Just gotta accept it, yeah.
There's another chance for fans to meet the riders too.
Have a good one.
Stage 5 starts in the shadow of Trent Bridge Cricket Ground. But that's not the only thing Nottingham's known for. I think it suits you, Connor. Childhood friends Tom Pidcock and Sam Watson find time to share a few brief words before the race gets underway. It wouldn't be a Tour of Britain stage without a number of attacks from the off, with Ribble Well-Tight's Zeb Kiffin triggering the move that sticks. The gap extends to around 5 minutes, though the peloton work together to ensure the break are kept at a comfortable distance. It's only when the break passes through the second sprint of the day in Retford that things start to break down. Kiffin and Caja Rural's Joel Nicolau persevere, but are eventually reeled in by the peloton in the closing kilometres. The GB riders make no mistakes today and ensure that Jake and Sam are both well positioned on the approach into Mansfield. It's Jake's turn again to lead Sam out for the sprint, with Ineos Grenadiers and Bora Hansgrohe also getting involved. It's Tom Pidcock, Sam Watson, Jordi Meyers from Bora Hansgrohe and Bingol's Stanislav Aniolkowski who are in the mix. Meyers takes the stage win, with Pidcock pipping Sam Watson to third with a huge lunge on the line.
It was good, the boys set me up perfectly.
I couldn't.
And yeah, I didn't have to do anything until 200 metres to go. And yeah, today was the first kind of chaotic day as a sprint, because the weather had been so bad, or we were going uphill or whatever. Like, this was the first day that there's teams across the road, everyone fighting for corners. Yeah, so and I guess the first flat sprint. But yeah, I was set up perfectly, but the guys that beat me, I guess I just fastened it. It's a pro race at the end of the day. Like it's not too bad. It's 4th place, but of course I always want to win. So yeah.
The BBC is interrupting its normal programmes to bring you an important announcement. Buckingham Palace has announced the death of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. In a statement, the Palace said the Queen died peacefully at Balmoral this afternoon. The King and the Queen Consort will remain at Balmoral this evening and will return to London tomorrow.
So where are the wheels going to go in your race bike?
The wheels in my race bike need to go with Sam.
How'd you record? Oh, it's recording.
Recording now.
You can just pack it in the light box.
Yeah, we'll do.
Bye bye.
See you later. Tour Britain out.